You ready?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Collins, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Can you please state your name?
Logan Collins.
And where do you live, Mr. Collins? Currently, yes.
Currently.
Yeah, I emailed her a couple of days ago, I think. Maybe Friday, possibly. I can't remember. But to come to think of it, I don't think she actually got back to me. No, I didn't email her. I Facebooked her.
I live at 214 2nd Street, Hardwick, Iowa.
And right, I have tried and tried to get hold of him, and he's like dropped off the face of the earth. I don't know where he is either. It's really weird. I know he's working like a dog, but yeah, he says he's decompression. And I've hunted other places for him too, and I have not found him.
52232.
Okay. How long have you lived in Hardwick?
I just moved in there 2 months ago.
All right. Are you employed?
Yes.
Where do you work?
I work at Ashley Clean for furniture cleaning out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Okay. Do you also have training as a mechanic?
Yes.
What type of training is that?
Diesel technician.
How old are you?
I am 27.
Are you married?
I am not.
All right. Do you have any children?
No children.
All right. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Hardwick as a kid. From 4th grade, we moved to Tipton in Cedar County. And that's where I graduated.
All right. Did you eventually end up with a house in Brooklyn?
Yes. Just right after 2012.
Okay. Tell us about that. When did you move in to Brooklyn and with who?
I moved into Brooklyn in 2012, the summer. At the current time, my uncle, Robert Collins, lived there.
What's the address of that house?
616 East Des Moines Street, Brooklyn, Iowa.
Right. And did you live there continuously from 2012 until you moved back to Hardwick?
Correct.
All right. So when would you have moved out of 616 East Des Moines?
I moved out 2019.
Okay. Now, I want to direct your attention, Mr. Collins, back to July of 2018. Were you residing at 616 East Des Moines Street in Brooklyn, Iowa?
Yes.
All right. Were you living there with anyone else at that particular time?
At the time, I was living with my girlfriend that was at the time.
All right. Anybody else?
Yes, it'd be my younger sibling, Elizabeth.
And were you working anywhere in July of 2018?
Yes.
Where was?
Yeah, she messages me on Messenger, mainly to find out about you guys. Or Ty, basically. So.
Was that?
I work for Ovation Network. They're located at Cedar Rapids.
What is Ovation Network?
Ovation Network installs Wi-Fi for hotel, commercial, residential, and security cameras.
Okay. So you were familiar with security cameras based upon your employment, is that right?
Correct.
All right. Did you have a set of security cameras or a surveillance system at your home at 616 East Des Moines in Brooklyn?
Yes, I did.
When did you install that particular system?
I don't remember the exact month.
When you're not well, you don't want to talk to anybody. Nobody. Yeah. No, answer the phone. Fuck off. I yelled at a telemarketer the other day. I had my hands full. I was in pain. I was trying to walk out the door, and the phone rang, and I'm like, "Hello," and then there's you get that delay, and then I hear this. "Hello," and I'm like, they hung up. Funnily.
I believe I purchased it in May.
Did you install it yourself?
Yes, I did.
And did you install it prior to July of 2018?
Yes.
As far as you know, was it operational that entire time?
Yes.
Were there times where you would view your surveillance camera?
About once a week.
Okay. And just tell the jury, generally speaking, where the cameras were located on your home.
I had 4 cameras that were located on a detached garage off the house.
And generally speaking, did you have one that pointed to the southeast?
Yes.
And would that be towards the Boundary Street or towards Boundary Street in Brooklyn?
Yes.
All right. And where were the other 3 cameras?
One was pointing directly north. I had another one pointing northeast. I had another one pointing east, and then another one was. Sorry.
That's okay. I'll help you. So you had a camera pointed to the southeast, correct?
Yes.
Did you have one pointed to the northeast, you told us?
Yes.
Then one pointed directly north?
Yes.
Okay, and was there also one pointed directly south?
Yes.
Okay. Did the southeast cameras and the south cameras both view East Des Moines Street?
Yes.
All right. The camera that pointed to the northeast, generally what streets would it have captured?
It would have captured east and middle.
A middle is an east-west street in Brooklyn,
Yes.
and east is a north-south street directly adjacent to your property.
Yes.
Is east paved? Do you remember? It appears gravel on the
It
video.
is gravel. It's paced about 20 feet and then it goes into gravel.
Okay. Okay, in August of 2018, were you contacted by law enforcement concerning access to your cameras and recordings that you've just described?
Yes.
All right, and do you recall what date that was?
I do not remember the date.
All right, but mid-August, would that sound correct?
Yes.
All right. Did, by the way, not only did you have surveillance cameras that were mounted on the house, did you also have the system located somewhere in your residence?
Yes. The DVR was mounted in the garage.
Okay. So how did law enforcement get a hold of you, Mr. Collins?
I actually contacted a deputy sheriff shortly after Mollie went missing, and he came and took some surveillance.
Okay. So did you also meet with a DCI agent on another occasion?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Between the two of those law enforcement officers, did they collect all of the information from your surveillance system?
Yes, they did.
Would that have included anything your cameras would have captured really between mid-August and several months prior?
Yes.
Now, I've come up with a really, really good game that we can play next time we have like a lunch break, like a court break or a verdict watch. And it only reminded me because it was Elizabeth that I mentioned it to. So the game is we have to go somewhere where we can like get access the GIFs or the GIFs or however you want to call it. So you get the choice of, you have to put 2 words into the search for a GIF, and then you have to choose one of the pictures and everyone else has to guess the 2 words that you used. I reckon that'd be hysterical.
Do you remember, did law enforcement come over 2 different times?
Yes, they did.
Okay. So whenever they came over, were you cooperative?
The one that I had with the chick with having hot dogs thrown in her face. So you know the funny, you might call them memes, but GIFs. So they're like just like a short soundless video with some writing on the bottom. Still trying to figure out the one you sent me. Oh, the banana. It was eat a dick or something like that. Have I got a picture? Hang on, let me see if I can get one up. All right, let's this one on. Oh, you can make them. Really? Oh. How to create GIFs. Would you know that YouTube has videos on it? So it's just like a snippet of a little video that look funny. And someone puts a caption to it, basically. But when you're on certain sites and stuff, I think you can do it on your phone, actually. Yeah. You can put in what the topic is, and it will bring up a set of different pictures that you can choose from to send them that picture instead of actually typing an answer type of thing. It's like a visual thing. So I thought if we chose 2 words and then picked a picture and sent it to the group, and everyone in the group has to guess what 2 words you used to get that picture. Yep.
Yes, it was.
Did you show them the location where your equipment was located?
Yes.
And did you willingly allow them to download the footage?
Yes.
Do you know how they got the footage off of your DVR?
Yes, a thumb drive.
At one point, did law enforcement actually seize the entire system?
Yes, they did.
Okay. And was that with your cooperation?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Collins, let me show you a couple pictures before we move on, actually. Okay, I'm going to show you what's been previously marked as exhibit number 4. You've seen this before, correct?
Yes.
This is a satellite or map of Brooklyn. Would you agree with me?
Yes.
All right, I've got a cursor here and I've got a label that says Collins Residence. Does that appear to be your residence?
Yes, it is.
I know it's rather small here on the map, but there appear to be 3 buildings associated with your residence. Is that right?
Yes.
Tell us what those are. What's the furthest one to the north?
That would be the garage.
Okay, and then the middle building is what?
That is the house.
And then the surveillance cameras that you mentioned are on the northernmost building. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. And generally, would you have had a camera, I'm going to show you with the cursor, that would have pointed in this general direction to the southeast towards boundary?
Yes.
And then the northeast camera would be generally to this direction where the cursor is at?
Correct.
All right, this street here that I've got the cursor on, what street is that?
That is Middle Street.
All right, and then the street here that's partially gravel, what is that street?
East.
I'm going to show you, hopefully. What's been previously admitted as State's Exhibit 5. Is this area, where is this area in relation to Brooklyn? What direction?
That is northeast of my residence.
Okay. And generally speaking, this would be north, I'm sorry, north or east?
Yes.
Okay. Is this your residence here that we were just talking about here on the left side?
Correct. Yes.
Are you really familiar with any of this area out here, Mr. Collins, on 385th?
I am not.
Not somewhere you frequented?
No.
So, Mr. Collins, I want to show you some photos that have already been admitted. Make sure I get the right one. Okay, without regard to the content of this photo, Exhibit 15, which has already been admitted, is this let me back up. Which direction does this camera face?
That is facing southeast.
Okay, does this capture the area where Boundary Street would be?
Yes.
Okay, there's a bush that's here in the way, correct, that obstructs the view?
Yes.
And is this area where I have the cursor generally where Boundary Street would be located?
Yes, it is.
All right. Exhibit 17, which that's previously been admitted, that's on the screen. Generally, which direction would this photo be facing?
That'd be facing northeast.
Who's this person?
That is me.
Okay. And these outbuildings that are here, do those belong to you?
No.
Okay. This road here where the cursor is that, what street is that?
That is east.
And this area out here where the cursor is at is what?
That is Middle Street.
And lastly, here's Exhibit 21 that is on the screen. Is this which camera is this that we're looking at? What view?
That one is facing south.
And the street that is here, where the cursor is, what's the name of that street?
East Des Moines Street.
And just to be clear, we're going to go back to Exhibit 15. This is the southeastern facing camera, is that right?
Yes.
And this street where the cursor is at, which street is that?
East Des Moines Street.
Okay. So essentially, if you're facing south, you just turn a little to the left, and this is the view, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Collins, did you know Mollie Tibbetts?
I did not.
Never met her?
Just met her when she dropped past.
Okay, just saw her?
Yes.
Okay. And did you know, or did you learn of her disappearance in the local media?
I did learn.
I'm not asking what you heard. I'm just
Yes.
asking, did you learn about it?
Yes.
All right. And then is that why you were cooperative with law enforcement?
Yes.
Anything you could do to help?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I have. Thank you.
Defense may cross-examine.
Mr. Collins, good morning.
Good morning.
Now, when these videos were provided to law enforcement in August, had you reviewed them prior to that date?
I did not.
Some of these videos, I see that you were outside in the videos around the same time that the pictures were shown to you. Okay.
Yes.
Did you notice anything unusual that night?
I did not.
Okay. How long did you live in a small town like Brooklyn?
Just from 2012 to when I recently moved.
Okay. Is this better?
Yes.
Thanks. You grew up in Hartwick. That's from Tipton.
Don't be doing that. That's not nice.
Yeah, that's pretty common.
So if someone's driving around 3 or 4 times around the block, that's something people in small towns take notice of, right?
Yes.
You didn't take notice of anything unusual that day?
No, it's in a small town. Usually people drive up and down the streets all the time.
Okay. You didn't notice a black Malibu?
At the time, I did not notice it.
Okay. So on July 18th, nothing unusual jogged your memory, or at least caught your eye, right?
Nothing.
Now, when law enforcement came and wanted to review your surveillance camera video, tell me, how long does your surveillance camera video record?
Up to 30 days.
So you have 30 days of footage on that recorder, right?
Yes.
Did you give them all 30 days of footage?
Yes.
So they had a chance to look and see if this black Malibu was on that footage for a full 30 days, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did anyone from law enforcement ask you to go back through and identify anything unusual on that footage?
Not at the time, no.
Okay. At any point?
No.
That's all I have.
State have anything else for this witness?
Oh, you have. Are you okay? Like I heard there was a tornado down there, or maybe plural. By any means, you tell him?
Anything else? Just, I guess, one other thing. Whenever we look back at actually, Judge, no, I don't have anything further. Thank you very much.
Mr. Collins, thank you for being here. You're excused.
Thank you.
Our next witness is Derek Reeson from
And-
DCI.
The state may call him.
Oh,